Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe. This is how traditional Jewish blessings, the brachot, begin. And then you would go on to thank God for the specific blessing that you are grateful for. The focus is always on the sole and sovereign one. Blessed be He. There is such immense comfort and peace and confidence that guards our minds when our thoughts are framed on the sole and sovereign one. In trusting and knowing and experiencing the sovereign hand of the living God involved in your life. No one expressed this better than King David. You see, David's immense faith in the sovereign one was what allowed him to prevail over many of life's difficult and what seemed insurmountable challenges. There were even some who perceived this faith as objectionable, but neither the naysayers nor the giants were successful in dissuading him from his unshakable faith in the sovereign God. There was a time when he was a shepherd and he faced a 9-foot Philistine. At that time, David had no war experience, nor did he have any armament. But what he did have is what gave him victory. He had the sovereign God on his side. And when he faced Goliath, he prophesied into the situation saying, "Goliath, you come at me with the spear, a sword, and a javelin. But I come against you in the name of Adonai Sevaot, commander of heaven's armies, the God of the armies of Israel, who you have defied. And this day he has delivered you into my hand, and I will strike you down, and I will cut your head off, and I will give the carcasses of the Philistines to the birds in the air and the beasts on the earth, and all of the earth will know that there is a God in Israel." You have to know that when David said this, he didn't have a sword. But once he took one of the 5 smooth stones from his pouch and slung it at Goliath, he ran over and took Goliath's sword and fulfilled the prophecy. King David was a man of such faith, and it reminds me of what the prophet Daniel said. He said, "The person who knows their God will stand firm and strong, and they will prevail." And David prevailed because he knew that the God that he served was able to move and strike down the giants in his life. My encouragement to you is when you're facing the storms of life, challenges that confront you and that may seem insurmountable, that you would walk with the sovereign God just as Enoch did, that you would share your thoughts and fellowship with God like a friend, just as Abraham did. And when you're facing the giants in life, I pray that God would multiply your faith like that of David's, and that you will prevail. Amen.